Hey Yoginis, Ashley Josephine here. So today we're going to revisit the Chakra series. We're on Chakra number 3. A very quick recap for those of you who are just joining us. Chakra number 1 is located at the base of the spine. Chakra number 2 is located in the sacral organs and the hips. Chakra number 3 is located in the solar plexus around the abdomen area. If you want to go more in depth into some of the other chakras, definitely check out the videos on Chakra 1 and Chakra 2 that are on the blog. And so Chakra 3, if you think about having 7 children and you're not really allowed to pick a favorite, but you do kind of have a favorite one, that's what Chakra 3 is for me. Chakra 3 is my favorite child of the chakras. And that's because it's all about self-confidence and self-esteem and empowerment and passion. And all of those things are so important and dear to me in my life. And really what I base a lot of my teaching off of. Teaching to people to empower others, teaching to increase self-esteem and self-confidence. That's just what really, really excites me. So when we're working with Chakra 3, we're working with a lot of power. Remember, in Chakra 1, we're grounding down. We're creating a solid base and foundation. In Chakra 2, we're starting to work with a lot of different types of creativity. Then we get up into Chakra 3, and it's all about transformation and taking action. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of fire. If you think about the organs, the digestive system is located in this area of the body, and we're actually burning with that fire, digesting food and allowing those minerals and the things that we need to replenish our body and getting rid of the rest. So that's a lot of what Chakra 3 does on a conceptual level with our ideas and with our thoughts and moving into the mental and emotional body. So that's a very, very, very basic understanding of Chakra 3, and we're going to do a few yoga poses, starting with a breath exercise to help us cultivate and feel some of that Chakra 3 energy. I think maybe one of the reasons why Chakra 3 is my favorite chakra is because the energy that you feel when you cultivate this chakra is just addictive and it feels really, really good. So we'll start with breath of fire. We've done this exercise before in some of my videos, but if you're not familiar with it, I will guide you through it. So come to a comfortable seat. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on your heels, whatever feels best to you. You'll want a nice tall spine. You're going to place your hand on your belly, one hand on your thighs. Breath of fire is a very rapid breathing exercise. So very rapid exhales with sharp inhales, and you actually don't even really think about the inhalation at all. You're using the diaphragm to press air out of your body very rapidly, and you'll see a very severe transformation of the abdomen when we do this. It might be hard to see. I'll try and lift up my shirt here. It might be a little bit easier to see. You'll start by taking a very deep inhale, and on your exhale you press the diaphragm in like so that your belly really contracts back toward the spine. The inhale becomes automatic, and you repeat that very sharp exhalation over and over and over again. We'll go probably for about 30 seconds to a minute here. So I will cue the inhale. We'll start by working with those sharp exhalations, and then we will continue on. If you ever get to the point where you feel like you're hyperventilating or you feel uncomfortable, just return to a very natural breathing pattern, taking deep inhales and deep exhales, and then as you feel ready, you can start to come back to that breath of fire and those sharp exhalations. It will be weird and awkward at first, and it might take a few times to kind of go through this and get the hang of that. That's totally okay. Hand on the belly. Take a deep inhale to start. Exhale out all your air. Let it go. All right, getting ready here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, start to pull back the belly. Keep going at your own pace. I'm going to walk you through this a little bit. So if you have a stuffed nose or stuff going on up here, it's probably going to fly out. Just smile and laugh about it. That's completely normal and totally okay. Again, if you feel like you're starting to hyperventilate, take those deep inhales and exhales. Keep contracting the breath over and over and over again. If you've just eaten, this might feel slightly uncomfortable, so you can take it a little bit easier, but if you've got an empty stomach, you'll be totally okay. Take a deep inhale. Contract the stomach. And you can move at your own pace, so you don't have to go as fast as me. Let's do 20 more. 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out all your air. Take a deep inhale in, returning to a natural breathing pattern. Now, you might even already start to feel the abdomen working here. This is a core workout, absolutely, just to pull the diaphragm back in like that. Good ab work without doing any crunches. So let's come back to a natural breathing pattern. Start to feel the energy moving around the solar plexus in the abs. Now we're going to take plank pose, another really great ab exercise. So place your hands underneath your shoulders and bring your feet back about hip distance apart. You'll press through your heels and bring your hips in line with your shoulders. So a lot of people will press their butt up like this, or if you don't have the core strength, you'll find yourself sinking down like this. So imagine that you're wearing a corset and zip yourself up so that your butt comes in line with your shoulders. Press back through your legs to activate the muscles. And gaze slightly forward so that your chest is coming a little bit forward of the hands. So pull the belly button up and in, tuck your tailbone down slightly and activate the muscles in your legs. Gaze forward and press forward through your chest. The minute that you do that, you notice that you might come up onto your toes, so you immediately have to press back through the legs to keep the legs engaged. And the minute that you do that, you might feel like your chest starts to cave in, so you have to activate the core muscles and keep pressing the chest forward. Very dynamic pose, even though it seems like we're not moving. And if you're breathing here, which is very important, you might notice that this is a killer ab workout. You can always modify by lowering to the knees when you need to. We're going to take 10 more breaths here. So as you're ready, lift yourself back up. If you start to shake, that simply means that you're starting to build muscle in the body. So it is a good thing. Remember to breathe. You can exhale out through the mouth to release a little bit of heat, but notice that you're cultivating a ton of heat in the belly, in the abdomen. That's that chakra 3 energy that we're tapping into here. All right, let's take 4 more breaths. I wasn't really keeping track because I can't talk and keep track of breath counts at the same time. I haven't mastered that yet. 2 more deep inhales. Exhale, pull your belly button to your spine. My legs are shaking. I'm right here with you guys. Last big inhale. Exhale, release, bring your knees down. Sit back into child's pose. Awesome work. Back to a normal breathing pattern. So stay down in child's pose for a few more moments. Chakra 3 is also about willpower. So we might have used a lot of willpower there in plank pose just to stay up. The more confidence and self-esteem we have, the easier it is for us to use our willpower in a strategic way to make positive forward movements in our life. So we're going to work with our next pose. It's an inversion, an arm balance actually, and this is the first time that I've demonstrated any type of arm balance or inversion in my yoga videos. So I want you to know that you don't have to try this if you don't want to. And if you're concerned about being hurt because you might fall over or overextend a muscle or something, really pay attention to the cues that I give. I have never, in my experience teaching so far, found someone that has hurt themselves doing this particular arm balance, crow pose. Not to say that it's not possible, but really the most important thing is to listen to your body and to know your limits. We're going to be engaging willpower and strength and self-esteem and confidence here. So I really want you to try, but if you move into fear, that's going to dampen your confidence and your self-esteem, and it's going to affect how you're able to do this pose. So let me show you first, and then we'll go into it. You'll probably come up against fear, but I want you to breathe into your belly, pull your belly button up and in, activate your core, feel that chakra 3 energy, and allow that to help guide you through that fear in a very sound and supportive way so that you're using your confidence and your self-esteem and your positive reinforcements in your mind to help push you past that fear rather than allow that fear to control you and possibly tell your mind, like, let's sit down or sit out on this pose. So crow pose. You'll start by bringing your feet together and your hips out wide as you possibly can. If you're new to this pose, you can also put a block underneath your feet and stand up on the block. Your hands will come out about shoulder distance apart, just like we're going into plank, and you'll pull your knees in towards your arms. So the knees are coming all the way up into the armpits or possibly down onto the triceps. Now you start to bring your weight forward into your hands. For some of you, just doing this will be a huge, major accomplishment because you've never done it before, and you're going to start to feel what it feels like to bring a lot of your body weight into your hands. If that's the farthest you get, that's cool. That's totally amazing, because if you've never done that before, then you just did something new today. So feel that Chakra 3 energy. Imagine and self-congratulate because you just did something that you've never done before, and that's really neat. So we'll take the knees to the back of the triceps. Imagine that you're pulling your elbows in towards each other, although they might actually move. Gaze in front of you, and then maybe lift one toe off the ground. And then maybe lift the other toe off the ground, and all of a sudden you balance on your hands. And your toes come together to touch, and you take a deep breath, and you activate the core, and you feel that Chakra 3 energy giving you the strength and the confidence to move forward in this pose. And it feels really good. You might want to smile. It's like you're flying, you're up off the air, you're doing something new, you're transforming your life, and then you slowly rock back down. Now, I might make it look easy, but I can also tell you that I've been practicing yoga now for 6 or 7 years, and it took me a while to be able to do that. So it's okay if it takes you a while to get to that point too. So that was Chakra 3. I just gave you 3 poses that you can work on. Breath of Fire, which is really great for helping you get your energy up. Plank pose, which is an awesome ab worker. I'm still feeling that one. And crow pose, an Ashley Josephine yoga video first. I give you an arm balance to start working on. Work your way up little by little over time. Keep thinking about Chakra 3 energy as you move through these poses. I hope that as you integrate the groundedness that we established in Chakra 1, the creativity, the flexibility, and the flow that we talked about in Chakra 2, and then the power and the transformation, the strength and the confidence in Chakra 3, I mean, we're setting the foundations for a really stellar life right here. So these poses are things that you can work on. We're starting to move into and past fear. The next chakra will be chakra number 4. That's working into the heart. As always, if you ever have any questions, please let me know. I want to talk to you about yoga. My name is Ashley Josephine, and I will see you on or off the mat again soon. Namaste.